there is huge opportunity. I think for basic digital channels went up exponentially during COVID. So everybody had to use it. So, but there is much more to it. So customer insights, every other industry, I think the financial services industry is very slow at that. Every other, whether it's supermarkets, pharmacies, clothes, retail, basically they are catering to each individual customer based on their behavior.
Absolutely.
So as Thulci says, if he is spending a little more on his card and he's repaying 100%, then we should automatically sell him various other products. He's credit worthy, right?
Of course. I think with his case, it's he's paid very well, so he should be offering
exactly.
much better services.
So you should be, you're going to improve the customer experience in such a great way with AI and analytics. So I think that's the opportunity. For banks, I think we need to work closely together with fintechs because the investment is quite high, so we don't need to do everything ourselves. I think partnerships with fintechs or with telcos or whatever is a great opportunity. I think there is no other way to go because otherwise we are going to get left behind. And I think we have to entirely change the operating model for banks because it's, as he said, it's not going to be bricks and mortar anymore.
Absolutely.
And how we do that in an effective manner to cater to every person in the ecosystem. So
and there's going to be competition. When Port City is created, my point is there will be international banks.
And also hopefully virtual banks, completely virtual, neobanks as we call them.
Or in Singapore they have. So we need to, and also be part of that whole development of Port City at today's cost. Just for the brick and mortar construction is $15 billion. So at the moment, none other local banks individually or even concerned because you will reach your single borrower limits, etc., etc. So this is a huge opportunity coming. It's a question of how you kind of prepare. Otherwise, majority of that slice of the share will be taken by international banks.
Competition and best practices.
Absolutely. And in your own country, on the doorstep of it, you will have other banks, global banks do really well. So.
Because a fintech can give you a loan in 5 minutes.
Exactly.
They have all
less.
Right, they have a different way of assessing you. They have credit data. They have your spending data.
I was told, they could make a decision within 20 seconds of
banks are taking like 1 week.
Some of these are kind of pretty much automated as well. They are again some of the credit decisions what we have maybe about 10 years back in other markets. How can we assign responsibility for the credit decisions? Because those are automated. Even sometimes when it comes to even some analysis, say for example some of these the funds where they do read the annual reports by themselves and come up with their credit evaluation. That also happened maybe about 5 years ago, even more than that. Now the issue is the transparency of all that, and there again I'm going to emphasize the fact that the implementation of the law and they are again capturing data. As far as the expenditure patterns are concerned, if you are going to have strict regulations, where not only will give you nothing finally, I mean, so it's cumbersome as well as it's only one particular part of the equation. So all that, if it is going to get captured, your income is going to captured like what most of the countries, including the neighboring India, also having. We need to have transparency in all that. Then there again on the top of it, like when you look at, even though not really Thulci is the expert in the area, but there again, for finance center to develop, you need to have certain other peripheral infrastructure as well as specifically head offices of the most of the organizations also should come down here. And then we need to get connected to the global value chain as well. That's where Aruni also mentioned very clearly, given some of these circumstances might prevent us from going over there, but still maybe the human capital, as you correctly said, Thulci, we might be able to still give it a try.
Absolutely.
Since the country is whatever, and we can't be keeping away from that, we need to try it out. And as well as like Imran, like you coming down here to working the port city. So why don't we explore those kind of opportunities purely based on the human capital as well?